Hey everybody. So I've seen a lot of people use LLMs to create web apps. What I was curious about was how well could an LLM do creating a an app using some other application. I've been interested in using OpenGL type stuff, GPU rendering. So I wanted to see how well an LLM would do creating a macOS app using the Metal framework with some Metal shaders. Just a simple, hello world type thing. So I decided to ask Gemini to do that, and it generated a bunch of code. I put it here, and I just copy pasted from the browser, although it probably would have made sense to do inside Windsurf. And yeah, so this was the first shot. Hold on just a sec. Yep, so here are the files. And first shot, try to make it. It works. There's a warning. There was an error. I just edited it manually. It was a simple error, so that's that. But when we try to run, we come up with this error. And yeah, so I wasn't sure right off the bat what this error was. So I went into Windsurf and imported the directory, whatever, and set this to Gemini 2.5 Pro, put in the place in the code that was showing the error, gave the LLM a reference, and then just asked to debug it. This is what Gemini came up with. It analyzed it. It asked for an actual runtime error output, and it did very well. I was really impressed, because what it did was it interpreted the error. It said, okay, this pipeline needs a vertex descriptor, which makes a whole lot of sense, because if you're uploading a buffer into the GPU VRAM, you need to tell the GPU what the structure of that data is. So from OpenGL, I was familiar with that kind of thing. So yeah, and it just gave a tutorial, like a custom tutorial for debugging this issue, which is very cool. I learned quite a bit from it. The last thing I found that was very cool was after it did this, because it's inside Windsurf, it has access to the files in the project. It went in. So after it saw the error, it went in. It found where the shaders were defined. It looked at this shader function. It analyzed it to determine what the vertex descriptors should be. So it saw that this was, maybe it looked at this. I don't know. I think it saw it was a float2. And so it analyzed this file, in a nutshell, analyzed this file to figure out what the vertex descriptor should be, and then actually updated the render.m file with those attributes inferred from the shader. So I thought that was pretty cool. And this was the code it inserted. Yeah, and you can see it defined it as float2 and this offset and buffer index. And yeah, did the edit. So I saved it and then ran it again. And it worked, and I'll show you guys what that looks like in a sec. Okay, so you can see it compiled, and also, yeah, with the same warning, and now it runs. And yeah, it's working. So I thought that was pretty cool. Next steps, I want to see if I can render something in 3D. I know people have made, vibe coding have made whole 3D games. So yeah, I'm sure it's possible, but yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.